but I will focus on 5 examples I use every day in my life, and I will show you step by step how you can set it up too. Starting with the first one, my organizer agent. I call him Mr. O. By the way, every agent starts with a special letter at the beginning, and I will reveal the meaning at the end of the video. So what this agent does is to read through my emails and screen for tasks that I need to be aware of. To be honest, nothing frustrates me more than reading through dozens of emails, trying to separate advertising, newsletters, and some important mails that require actual action from my side. The first thing before I started even working with AI, I integrated a forwarding rule to all my mail accounts to just one. I currently manage around 12 accounts. Don't judge me. Now, after we've implemented the forwarding rule, we stored all mails at one place. Great. But still we are left with a lot of unread mails. And next, the power of AI comes into play. I use a well-known tool called N8N. It comes with a free 14-day trial. You can find the links down below. As always, I get not paid to promote this. I recommend those tools because I have real-world value using them. Let's now look at the organizer agent and how I did set them up. For this video, I created a simplified version of the agent so everyone can understand. As a starting point, I use a Gmail trigger that gets triggered when a new mail arrives. After you've connected your Gmail account to N8N, then our AI agent starts to wake up. The instructions for the agent are written in the prompt field. If you now double click on the agent icon, then a new window pops up where you can see the prompt field. In my case, I have a simple straightforward prompt which goes like, give me a brief summary of my mails. Each mail should not contain more than one sentence with its brief explanation. At every end of a sentence, add who the mail has written and when it was received. And additionally identify if the mail is just a newsletter, advertising, private inquiry, or something important for me to do. Then we also have another input which looks a little bit more technical, but it isn't that complex. We further tell our AI to look at the snippet, which is the title of the mail by the way. Therefore we use the expression JSON.snippet. To use the time we have the $now. To access the timestamp of the mail we use the now expression. To access the content, so the body of the email, we use the expression JSON payload meme time. And to identify the sender, we use the expression from. So if you click on execute right now, you see the output on the right hand side. So for the first step, it looks quite good. It summarized and categorized the mail. But throughout our day, we want to access this information pretty easy, right? That's why we need to store this information somewhere else. I store it in a Google Sheets document on my Google Drive. It's easy to set up and accessible from everywhere you're at. As you can see, it's nothing but an empty document at first. And if you click now on execute, you will see that the sheet gets filled out with the input of the AI agent from before. And this is how it looks like. You have a clear summary of the received mail. And to activate this workflow, you have to push this button over here. Now, every time you receive a new mail, the AI agent writes it directly in this Google Sheets. As I said at the beginning of the video, I will focus only on the use cases and not go into tech detail. If you're interested in how I did set the agents up in detail, let me know in the comment section down below. This brings me to my second agent, my Relevance Agent for social media. I call him Mr. R. Let's be real, social media is information overflow at its peak. It's not possible to keep up with everything, but as I have different businesses, it's important to engage in different communities. And what the Relevance Agent does, it checks Reddit for the most viral posts and interacts with them. You can adjust this tactic to every social media platform you can think of, but for the sake of simplicity, I chose Reddit. The agent is able to give likes, write comments directly related to the post. And the cool thing is, it copies exactly my style of writing, so it gets my tone for relatability. Let's look how I did set it up. This agent starts differently. Remember, the mail agent from before was triggered when a new mail was received, but this agent is triggered at a specific time each day, at 5:13 p.m. to be precise. Think of it like yourself, waking up at 5:13 p.m., maybe just after a quick nap. You wake up, go to your phone and check directly Reddit. And actually, to be much more concise, it checks the channel Ask Reddit and searches for the keywords business. We have also set a limit for 2 posts only. We put these limits to not get banned by Reddit, because my accounts were banned multiple times. And in the next step for our AI agent, it's important that we reduce the data coming from Reddit. So we only focus on the title, the description, the URL, and the ID of the post. Then the AI agent gets triggered with the following prompt. Give an insightful, inspirational answer to the post. Make sure it's engaging, follows the actual Reddit tone, which doesn't offend people. You can also give knowledge not many people know. Your goal is to maximize your upvotes. Go directly to the output and don't add anything from your side. For the sake of the video, I will skip some sections. Make sure to reply to the post in a different style. Don't use the same words and limit your response to 200 characters. Then we also need to specify again the prompt with a little bit of text stuff. So first you clarify where the input comes from. You do that by referencing to the title, and then to the text of the post we call it self-text. Let's click first on the left side tried to execute the previous nodes, you see that it has fetched some data. And by clicking on execute on the right hand side, the AI agent creates an output considering the input we gave him. You see on the right hand side the output sounds more human and relatable as we asked for. And after that's done, the next thing is to post a comment on Reddit. So for the next step we only need 2 parameters. 1 the post ID and 2 the output. So if I would right now click on the execute button, it would directly post to Reddit. I will not do it right now because I have other agents activated already. And maybe I can get banned again. Because I don't want to get banned for having multiple agents. But that's practically it. Simple and straightforward. Coming to the third one, my knowledge agent. I call him Mr. K. I find myself oftentimes hearing about new ways to make money. The next thing I know is I do lots of hours of research on that topic only. As I graduated in business engineering, I already know what to look for. But nevertheless, it takes so much time. The research, the application of the methods like a business model canvas, a value proposition canvas, an environmental plugin for stakeholder management, and competitors analysis. Just naming these took a lot of effort, and now think about the application of the methods, which you will be now able to automate completely. And as I said, with this agent, this whole process gets automated completely. Let's look how I did set it up. Let's say I have heard about a groundbreaking idea to make money online. And let's use my most favorite example to sell socks online. First, I have created a form survey where you have to answer the following questions. The first one is which topic you want to get knowledge on, and the second one is what is your primary goal for that knowledge. Let's type in our example to sell socks online. And our reason is to make easy money from home. After submitting this form, the AI agent wakes up. This will get your favorite sentence right. The following prompts will get a little bit more academical and have much more detail, so I will highlight only a few parts. Prompts are the heart of every good AI output. If you want to get the prompts I use, let me also know. So let's look at some parts of it. You're a highly capable research and analysis agent, just complementing the AI here, boosting its ego. Your core function is to process user-provided input and conduct in-depth online research, grounded in established topic-specific standards. Your responsibilities include research execution, analytical objectives, such as assess potentials, highlight risks, identify opportunities, and much more. Let's skip that for now. By clicking on execute, the AI will do the research for you. And as you can see, it gives a lot of text. The best thing is, you don't have to worry about it, because the next agent handles the job. And that's the special thing about this use case. We have multiple agents in place. So the first one is doing the research, and the second one is analyzing the business context. And also I use here another prompt with a lot of academical and industry standard. And it starts like this. You are the best business model AI research agent. Again, pushing its ego. Your role is to take any user-provided idea, product, service, initiative, or challenge, and analyze it by using proven frameworks. You apply the business model canvas, the value proposition canvas, the environmental map created by the company's strategizer to deliver a practical, deep, and holistic understanding of the business model. Your response must be clear, structured, and written in an essay format. No bullet points, no tables. And again, we have much more responsibilities included, which I will not cover for the sake of the video. I said it quite a lot in this video, sorry guys. On the left hand side, you can see the output from the research agent, which will be our input over here. And if you click now on the right hand side on execute from the business analysis agent, you see the output directly over there. And after this agent has the answers to the questions, it triggers Google Docs. This creates a new document in our Drive folder. As you can see, a new document was created named Sell Socks Online. But if you click on it, it's empty. Therefore, we go back to N8N and execute the next node. The responsibility of the next one is to update the file. By clicking on execute, the document gets updated as you can see right here. And it follows the specific format we asked him for. And that's basically the magic. Now, the only thing for me to do is to read through the document and assess, is this a business idea I want to follow? And this actually goes hand in hand with my next administrative agent. I call him Mr. A. But this agent doesn't start without an approval. What I didn't tell you in the last section was that Mr. K sent an email to us asking for our approval to proceed with Mr. A. Let's look on the mail account and approve it right here. Coming back to N8N, you can see that the next node is about Trello. For those who don't know, Trello is a free Kanban board you can use. It acts as an organizer for your daily tasks, but you can also manage projects over there. And for those who don't know how to set tasks, how to create timelines, I can recommend to watch this video over here. I explain over there the whole process manually and with a scientific approach. By clicking on execute, you see that the Trello board is created. It's named right after our example. Next, another AI agent takes over. Its goal is to act as a project planner. Let's look again at the system prompt we gave him. You are a project planning AI agent, the best one. Your core responsibility is to transform any user-provided goal, initiative, or deliverable into structured tasks, following the concept of the work breakdown structure. In terms of professional project management standards, let's now fast forward the prompt to the last section. Your output must be clean, hierarchical, hierarchical organized in a WBS form, with each item clearly numbered and nested as follows. 1 point is milestone 1, 1.1 is task 1, 1.2 is task 2, and so on. When we click now on execute, we see that we get an actual output, but maybe some of you may assume that the output is not every time on point. And to be fair, it's a pretty complex task to handle. That's why for safety reasons I have an AI transformation step included. It has a really easy and straightforward instruction which goes like, you see the data is structured as 1 point, 1.1, 2 point, 2.1. I need this in a table format. And after that's done, great, because this will be the foundation to create lists and cards in Trello. So besides the 3 list templates, you can see it's completely empty. You can think of lists as milestones to achieve. You click on execute the workflow and you can see that the lists are created right now. As you see the list in the moment, it's now important to think, what about the tasks? So maybe you remember we started with 1 point, which will be the lists, and 1.1, 1.2 will be the tasks, right? Let's now click on execute in N8N and come back to Trello. As you can see, the cards are created for the tasks, right? And this is basically the magic. We have Mr. K and Mr. A in one workflow. So that's basically the workflow. You have an idea in mind, give it to your AI agent, it does the research and the business analysis for you. You read through the document, and after you approve it, it creates a whole project plan in Trello. This workflow alone saves me literally weeks. And now coming to the 5th one, which to be honest is kinda off topic, but it is still something which I have the best results in. I call it my negotiating agent. And this, to be honest, saves me multiple $1,000s a year, because basically it prevents me from impulse buying. Every time now I think that I've found a great deal, I open up a Google Sheets and give my negotiating agent some input. Let's say I've found a nice pair of sneakers at sale. So I ask my AI agent what he thinks about it. He scans the area, compares the prices, gives his suggestion, and also room for negotiation if there is any. Although my roots are from Turkey, I'm not a master in negotiation because I don't care about materialistic stuff. So price awareness? No, that's not me. And if you're like me, maybe this bot will save you massive money as well. Let's look how I did set it up. The first trick will maybe shock you, but we make use again of a scheduled trigger. The reason is not AI, the reason is you. The trigger gets activated every day at midnight. This forces you to wait with your purchase, which blocks impulse buying and saves you money. And triggered at midnight, it goes to the Google Sheets and reads the information we provided him. The sheet contains the following columns: the brand, the topic, the model, the location, the date, the price, and also your personal reasoning. And in the last field we have a column called output. This field will stay empty. So every time I think that I've found a deal, I fill out the first 7 columns. Let's fill it out with a sneaker example. For example, I found some Nike Air Force Ones for $149 in Berlin. Afterwards, when the AI agent is triggered at midnight, it checks on the sheet. The prompt we have for this agent goes like this: you are a negotiating advisory consultant of myself, because I only trust you. Your goal is that I reduce my spendings, identify great deals, and find some good opportunities. You have to consult me to the best of your abilities. The prompt again goes a little bit longer, but let's skip that. Let's click on execute the whole workflow because I don't want to wait until midnight. Here again in the Google Sheets document, the output field, you can see it's empty. As you can see, it processes everything. And now we click on execute the workflow. And then it generates an output and puts it right back into the column. And that's my negotiating agent saving me from buying dumb stuff. And to be honest, AI agents go much further than this. What I showed you is an oversimplification of what can be done with very low effort. Just so you can understand, this whole thing took me roughly 1 week. If you consider that I wrote the whole YouTube script, recorded everything, set up the agents, whilst working a full-time job, having 2 side hustles, and also a personal life, you can understand that those examples are totally manageable for you. I chose these use cases because these are very simple to start with, and will help you on the way to build some serious knowledge. And what I didn't reveal until now are the starting letters. If you paid close attention, we have 5 buts in sum. They have the starting letters O for organizing, R for relevance, K for knowledge, A for administrative, and N for negotiating, right? And I said it has a special meaning at the beginning. If you put all these letters together, you get Orkan. It's my name. I think it's a true masterpiece. Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did this video help you? Drop a like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.